Mankind needs peace more than ever, for our entire planet, threatened by nuclear war, is in danger of total destruction. A destruction only man can provoke, only man can prevent. Elie Wiesel.
Hey guys, this is Godzilla Boy 021, and today I'm going to talk about Zenith Media Group's latest audio drama, Midnight, a remake in spirit of their previous audio drama, X-Day, which focuses on a scenario of nuclear war. I am going to go over the story, talk about my involvement in the project, and also give my own personal thoughts about nuclear war. So let's dive in. The audio drama Midnight is set in a nuclear war scenario where Russia launches missiles at the United States, a typical scenario dreamt of ever since the days of the Cold War. Unlike X-Day, which is set in a radio format, Midnight focuses on the people involved in such a scenario as this, which include leaders like the President of the United States, top military officials such as the Secretary of Defense, and yes, the civilians as well. Plus, the audio drama, just like X-Day before it, is set in real time, so you can experience how long nuclear war in real life would take. I had the opportunity to do the role of the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. My role in the audio drama is to help the President of the United States, alongside the Secretary of Defense, make a decision regarding an enemy nuclear attack by Russia. Midnight is directed and written by Claude Rains. He is the main person that is on the channel Zenith Media Group. He also wrote and directed Hammer Down, the audio drama based on the kaiju film Cloverfield. For this audio drama, he did a lot of research on nuclear war, with the main source being the best-selling book, Nuclear War, a Scenario, by Annie Jacobson. So if you want to learn about nuclear war, check out this book. It is available at your local online retailers. It is also available on Kindle and Audible. The Amazon link is in the description. Now, on to the plot. But spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Midnight already, I recommend you watch that first before we cover the plot. The link to the audio drama is in the description below. Or if you want to watch it later, feel free to skip this section. With that said, on with the video. The story is set in the modern day, in an unspecified time. NORAD suddenly notices that several missile launches have been detected across Russia. They contact the President of the United States, who is at a luncheon. An emergency communications conference is set up with the Secretary of Defense, the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs, and officials at the Pentagon being present. They inform the President about the missile launches from Russia, as well as a nuclear exchange happening between India and Pakistan. They review the options set on the table and decide on a response.
You essentially have 5 options, Mr. President. 1. Target enemy nuclear forces. 2. Expand to include general military targets. 3. Command decapitation strike. 4. Full response. 5. Do nothing. Regardless of your choice, tens of millions of Americans or more will die. We need your response immediately.
After they discuss the options, as well as the fact that the President should get on a night watch plane, which acts as a temporary base of operations during nuclear war, as soon as possible, the President decides to issue a full response. An emergency alert system is issued, as the orders for a full response are given. As the president gets ready to leave the White House, the missiles are launched. In the Midwestern states, a farmer and his wife watch as a missile is launched from a silo across the street, while the alert is issued. At an office, many businessmen watch a White House press briefing about the situation, stating that within 3 minutes, missiles will strike populated areas in the east and west coasts of the U.S. A worker calls his daughter to check if she's all right. He comforts her before a nuclear explosion wipes out her father's office, losing communication with her dad in the process. Back in Washington, the president evacuates onto the plane. They take off, heading to the Cheyenne Mountain Complex in Colorado Springs, Colorado. He is informed that early warning radars are being knocked out, and that Russian forces are invading the Baltics. The president then orders tactical strikes across Lithuania, as well as strikes against roadmobile launchers in Siberia. Afterwards, the president addresses the nation, informing them of the grave situation, asking them to seek shelter immediately. The farmer and his wife from earlier decide to stay inside their house. As sirens blare, they share one last dance together, as Vera Lynn's "We'll Meet Again" plays on a record player. This is a reference to the end of the film Dr. Strangelove, where the song plays over nuclear explosions. A police officer on a loudspeaker informs folks to stay inside and seek shelter at once. After the song is over, the radio is turned on, where a radio DJ gives updates on the escalating disaster. After stating that the station doesn't expect to survive what's coming, "America the Beautiful," sung by Frank Sinatra, plays over the radio. After a few moments, the radio goes off the air, signaling that the station has been hit. The couple say one last prayer before they are hit by a nuclear explosion. After the bomb hits, the wind begins to howl and fires begin to crackle. As rain then falls, the narration states that 4,000 nuclear weapons are now in active service, with another 8,000 in reserve stockpiles ready to be activated, and that there are a total of 9 nations with currently active nuclear weapons forces who are presently expanding or upgrading their nuclear arsenals, with upgraded nuclear technologies being developed and new delivery systems being deployed. The narration also states that 90% of these weapons exist in the United States and Russia, and roughly 2,000 of these weapons continue to remain at high alert status, ready to be launched at a moment's notice once orders are received. The narration and the audio drama ends with this iconic quote, originally said by the Whopper computer, from the 1983 film War Games.
Strange game. The only winning move is not to play. How about a nice game of chess?
So what do I personally think about Midnight? Well, in my personal opinion, I believe it is a very powerful story. I believe it serves very much as a vision for things to come if we're not careful using nuclear weapons. As far as I know, nuclear war is the most dangerous game that humanity could ever play in one's lifetime. The Whopper computer from War Games found that out the hard way, and it almost led to nuclear war. But I can say this: Only if we work together can we save ourselves from the threat of nuclear war. We all know that 65 million years ago, an asteroid wiped out 75% of all life, which also included the dinosaurs, a race of beings which had dominated the Earth for millions of years. Heck, even Professor Falcon brings up the dinosaurs to illustrate his lecture on extinction and the futility of conflict in the film War Games, especially the conflict of nuclear war. Therefore, I appeal to all of the world with these 3 simple words. Don't choose extinction. If a raptor that sounds a lot like Jack Black can say the same thing about climate change, then I can certainly say the same thing about nuclear war. If we are not careful, humanity could either be sent back to the Stone Age, or it can go the way of the dinosaur. So don't choose extinction. If we do, there will be dangerous consequences. And we can see how nuclear war can affect all of us. There are several modern-day allegories that are currently going on in our world right now, especially Godzilla, who has been in film and media ever since 1954. And yet his message about the dangers of nuclear weapons still rings true to my very own heart. My friends, let us focus on peace. If we work together, we can save ourselves from total destruction. Global peace is the only way that we can work together towards a better tomorrow. Overall, Midnight is a powerful audio drama that is well worth the listen. It immerses you directly into the scenario, as many characters struggle to survive or just accept their fate. It makes me wonder if Zenith Media Group will write an audio drama focusing on the aftermath of nuclear war, especially nuclear winter. Now that would be something I would really enjoy, because I'd love to see if any humans survive the war and try to survive the harsh and unforgiving nuclear winter, while trying to make a new world along the way. A better world. A hopeful world. A peaceful world. I understand that Zenith Media Group previously did X-Day Aftermath, which is still set in a radio format. But it would be really nice to see an audio drama focusing on nuclear winter in the same spirit as Midnight. But who knows? Maybe one day they will. And when that day comes, I would be more than happy to participate in the making of that audio drama. So if World War III is going to be fought with nuclear weapons, then what's World War IV going to be fought with? Sticks and stones, perhaps? Only time will tell, I suppose. If you enjoyed this video, I ask once again to please like, comment, and subscribe so you can receive more content like this in the future. I have even considered doing a couple of voice acting projects on the channel in the following months, such as a reading of the Declaration of Independence, just in time for America's 250th birthday. Please also check out my other videos, such as my immersive dramatic reading of Paul Revere's Ride by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, and my book trailer for Thomas Mallory's La Morte d'Arthur. Also check out the folks at Zenith Media Group. They do wonderful stuff. Recently, at the time of this video, in celebration of reaching over 1,000 subscribers, they re-released their first audio drama as a group, Swarm, an audio drama about an outbreak of giant mosquitoes, which now has improved audio and on-screen subtitles. So until next time, this is Godzilla Boy 021, hoping you have an awesome day. See ya, folks.